週末はギターを練習するのが楽しみです。That was your random Japanese sentence of the day. Let's get started with today's article. 鳥取県おいしいスイカができた。鳥取 Prefecture, tasty watermelon. Dekita was like to be able to. So is it just saying they were able to grow tasty watermelon in this prefecture? Okay, so our translation was Totori Prefecture, delicious watermelons have grown. Okay, so dekita can actually just mean was made or was grown. Not what I was thinking of was to be able to. 今年も美味しいスイカができました。Okay, so this is just this year also they were able to produce tasty watermelon. Okay, and then our translation is this year too, delicious watermelons have grown. Okay, so that makes sense. And as always, I'm going to have a breakdown chart so that you guys can see it if you're not 100% sure what's going on. Most of the times, I'm only going to really be looking at the chart when there's something that I personally don't understand. So feel free to pause and then play whenever you're ready. 鳥取県では350ぐらいの農家がスイカを作ってます。Okay, so this is growing watermelon. 農家, I believe, is farm. This is approximately 350. So is this just saying that a farm in this prefecture was able to grow approximately 350 watermelons? Totori Prefecture, about 350 farmers are growing watermelons. Okay, that makes a lot more sense than that prefecture only being able to grow 350 watermelons. Nokaga is farmers. I looked at it as farm. So this is like farmers, farming family, I believe. Yeah, I was looking at it more as either a farm in this prefecture grew approximately 350 watermelons, or as a whole in the prefecture, that's how much they grew. 今年のスイカが美味しくて来たかどうか調べる会がありました。So it looks like this year's watermelons, 調べる is like looking into or investigating. Kai is meeting. ありました. So are they looking into or investigating how this year's watermelon are so tasty so that they can reproduce it in future years maybe? I don't know what else they would be looking into as far as this. Oh, so kadoka is whether or not. So maybe this is they're looking into this year's batch to see if they are tasty. There was a meeting to check whether this year's watermelons turned out tasty. Okay, so I would have never got there if I didn't look up this phrase, the kadoka. And it's a grammar structure that is whether or not. It's used to make yes or no questions into noun clauses. And it was attached to the oishiku dekita, so that's turned out delicious. And with this ending, it's whether or not they turned out delicious. I don't know about you guys, but that's my first time seeing that grammar structure. So I'm going to try and keep that in my mind. Let me know if you guys knew about that one, because I had no idea. スイカを18個集めて叩いて中身をチェックしたり甘いかどうか機械で調べたりました。Okay, so already I have really no idea. 集めて I believe is gathering. This I have no idea. Counter for small things or pieces. So they're gathering 18 watermelon. I am not sure what this is together. Contents, to strike the contents. Checking. Amai is sweet. I've never seen either of these kanji. A machine. And then this is investigate attached with suru. So it looks like a machine that is going to check if they're sweet. I had to look up a few of the words, but my guess is that they're going to collect 18 watermelon and they have some kind of machine to check if they're sweet, and they're hitting the watermelons or tapping on them to check the inside contents. They gathered 18 watermelons and checked them by tapping, inspecting the insides, and using a machine to see whether they were sweet. So I wasn't paying enough attention. The te form on the end of these is like gathered and then did something, tapped and then did something. Toshi wa shigatsu kara ii tenki ni narimashita. Okay, so I think all this sentence is saying from this April, narimashita became, from this April, the weather has become really good. Or since April of this year, it's become really nice weather. This year, the weather became nice starting in April. Okay, so I feel like I got that sentence correct. I just kind of formatted it a little differently. いつもと同じ甘くて大きいスイカができました。Onaji is the same sweetness. Itsumo is like all, every. Oki suika is large watermelons. So is it saying that all the large watermelons that are produced are the same sweetness? The usual sweet and big watermelons have grown. Okay, so I definitely messed up on this sentence. Itsumo to onaji is the same as always. So they're the same as always. They're sweet and big watermelons. Noko no hito wa Totori ken no suika wa doko o kite mo ameku te oishii desu. Zehi tabete kudasai to hanashitemashita. So the farmers were talking about this or said this. So watermelons in Tottori Prefecture, sweet and delicious. So is it saying the watermelons that were cut were sweet and delicious? Zehi is like absolutely. Tabete kudasai is please eat. This is like absolutely please eat them. Okay, so simply all I think it's saying is that the farmers in this prefecture said when they cut into the watermelons, they're super sweet and tasty, so please eat them. A farmer said Tottori watermelons are sweet and delicious no matter where you cut them. Please try them. Okay, so the one part I really didn't know was the doko o kitemo. So, and the meaning was no matter where you cut them. No matter where you cut them, they will be sweet and tasty in this prefecture. Zehi in my mind always comes off as like absolutely. So here they had it as by all means or please definitely. So by all means, please eat them. Okay, so that's the end of today's articles. Some sentences were definitely better than others. Let me know how you guys did with this article. Let me know in the comments how your studies are going. Let me know if I made any mistakes during this that I didn't see. And don't forget to like and subscribe. That really helps me out. And I will see you guys tomorrow.